My name is Godwin. Yeah, I'm making this video in respect of a video going viral in the internet. And my reason of making this video is because I'm not going to sit down and one non-ethical somebody somewhere will try to tarnish my image. I'm not going to sit down and take it. That is why I'm making this video. Understand? First of all, one, I have not been ordained as a pastor anywhere. I'm just a zealous person, a Christian that goes to church and working in an altar. I've never been, since I was born, to my best of knowledge, I know if they want to ordain somebody, they will kneel the person down and pour oil on the head of the person. So in case they have that video, they should bring it out. Secondly, I came to Zion last year, 2024. 29 September, and before I came to Zion, I was driving a minibus, and this is the minibus I was driving. After this minibus, that was when I switched to Uber using InDrive app, and this is that is my picture there, and that is my name there. You can see the trip I did that 2024. You can see the trip I did that 2024. September 2024, and this trip you are seeing here, September 29, 2024, was the trip that brought me to Zion Prayer Movement Outreach. I brought a passenger here, not that somebody invited me and because I was looking for a solution for it. I brought a passenger. Dropping the passenger, about to go, something started disturbing me. Park your vehicle, I entered, because before now I was totally frustrated. I was, in fact, totally frustrated to the extent that before I can sleep in the night, I have to smoke weed, because I was sleeping in the car that I was using to do Uber at Elegushi Beach there at Lekki there. I will meet the guy, said I will help me and mold this thing. The guy will mold it for me, and so that I will be able to sleep. Because of frustration, thinking my children was not going to school, we were living in an uncompleted building. And this church I was going, this former church, I have stopped going to this church since last year, early last year. I've stopped going to this church since early because of the frustration in my body and their frustration. The frustration they were giving me also. I was fed up. I stopped going to the church. Even before I even start going to Zion, I have stopped going to any church. Now, what happened that day that I was shouting is working, was this last Sunday. I was just at my seat out of excitement. What the God of Zion have done in my life. How can God do something in your life and you are ungrateful? You have to be grateful to what God have done. Out of the excitement of what God of Zion have done in my life, because last year, by this time last year, I know how my life was. So I was excited, and as the servant of God, Evangelist Chukwuebuka, came to me, I was shouting, "It's working, it's working, it's working," because the grace of God of Zion Prayer Movement is working in my life, and it's evidentially. So I was shouting, "It's working, it's working, it's working, it's working." He put them in my mouth and asked me how far. Because me and him have not sit before, and he don't even know me. A lot of people are in Zion. He asked me how far, how is he working? I say I came to Zion Prayer Movement as last year as an Uber driver. Which this is as I've said, showed it before. This is a app. That is my picture right there. That is my name right there. That is my picture right there. Because the reason why I was doing Uber, because everything have scattered. This is what I say, everything have scattered. That all my customers, no one is calling me again. We have customer and go and be doing Uber. So right now, things is not working very well. And my house, I'm rounding it up. Even before things start, the owner of the Uber have even taken the Uber for me because of frustration, this and that. I was unable to be balancing him the money. He have to take the matter to police station. It's verified. The Solo Express Road. That was where the person that assisted me took the matter to. And that fateful day, they collected the car from me. And this former ministry where I was going, they have even given me an impression that my mother was the one wishing me. It was one program. That program is a program that program went viral. That Evangelist Ebuka was preaching that people should make peace with their parents. That everybody was crying in that program. I was in that program last year. I shared it because before that last year, some years I have not been talking to my mother. I don't call my mother. I see my mother as a winch. Sometimes I was even praying that my mother should die because she's a winch.
This place where this my son go, where they want to take his life, is me that took him to that place. Because of how the family be, I just find where my son will survive. I took him to that place. When this evil man set eyes to the glory of this boy, he gripped this boy. He separated me with this boy. My son buy this house. For many years, this man tell my son that he should not allow me to see, to know where he bought this house. I started to cry unto God. I go to this church for long. This man never bring me outside. I be winch. So when my son buy house, I then become a winch. This man grabbed my son. My son buy this house. He collect all the money from my son. My son no fit to build this house. I already tell my son to break the whole house. That time my son, locate with any of us to take the advice of a parent.
He was not an ordained pastor. They did not ordain him as a
I was never an ordained pastor.
Ordain my son as a pastor upon all this suffer. This boy, they suffer for him. The first money he collect for this my son, he passed 5 million. He do my son reject me as a mother. I still cry unto God. God direct my son to this pastor, Ebuka Church. When he reached there, from there, through the word of God, as he called Pastor Ebuka, where God go bless him.
It was that program. I could not hold it. I went outside and called my mom and make peace with my mom. And even before that, before making peace with my mom and my dad have even separated. I have to call my mom and make sure I settle my mom with my dad. After settling my mom with my dad, that was when Evangelist Ebuka located me 26th of November. 26th of November. The video is available. 26th of November 2024. After making peace with my parents, that was when Evangelist Ebuka did me this deliverance. Because I heard some people were saying that the one that happened on Sunday, I was acting. So this one that happened 26 November 2024. What will you say about this? I'm the one lying down there. The video is available. November 2024. 26 November 2024. The video is available. After this deliverance, somebody that has forgotten me. January, I was still, that day was a service day. I was in Zion Grand. January 2025, this year, a person called me and said something is telling him to call me. That was how business started. So how come will somebody now come and be saying that I was wearing the same clothes? This person don't look like, oh, he's 18. Business started because I also heard they say that there is no house anywhere. Let me bring out the picture. This is my wife, the uncompleted building we're living. The uncompleted building. This is as of last year. You see a door inside. That was the one room without plastering. Lizards will be walking everywhere, walking in the wall with 4 children. Can an assistant pastor be living inside an uncompleted building? This video is a video. The second Sunday after September 29, the next Sunday was this video where I look like ghost. This is the car I was using for Uber. The name of the person that assisted me, the name is up there. You see something James there. This is me inside the car. Now look at how the house look at the look of the house now. After locating the God of Zion. The reason why I'm making this video is because if you guys think that I will just let this slide, it's not possible. Because all the people giving me job to clear, because I'm a clear agent, they are calling me from everywhere asking me, are you not doing church fraud business? So the reason why I'm doing this video is because I'm not going to let this slide. I'm going to follow this to the end. People that post this thing, the people that are involved, will be used as a scapegoat, so that when next they tell another person, say come and post something, if you hear post, it will from Lagos and reach your village. Just you people will hear from me. That's just what I have to tell you people. For